All right, let's get right into it. The US military is staring down one of the biggest security challenges of our time, and the way they're solving it? Well, they're literally writing the playbook, not just for themselves, but for pretty much every major company out there. We're talking about how you can let powerful AI into your most sensitive networks without, everything blowing up. And really, it all boils down to this one single question. It's what keeps generals and CEOs staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. You've got these incredible AI models that can just tear through data. But how in the world do you give them the keys to the kingdom? We're talking top secret files, your company's crown jewels, and sleep at night knowing it's all safe. And look, this is not some far-off theoretical problem. To give you a sense of scale, this right here is the Department of Defense's cyber budget for 2026. That is a massive pile of cash aimed squarely at this problem, all in the pursuit of something they call AI overmatch. Basically, it's the ability to think, process, and act faster than any rival on the planet.
So here's the impossible situation they're in. On one hand, you have human analysts who are just drowning. There's way too much threat data coming in, way too fast. It's impossible to keep up. But on the other hand, the idea of just plugging a commercial, off-the-shelf AI into a secret government network, that's seen as just an insane risk. It's a paradox that honestly seemed unsolvable. So where do you even begin? Well, the solution starts here. Before you even think about what an AI is going to do, you first have to build an absolutely impenetrable digital fortress for it to live inside. This is the foundation for everything that comes next.
And what's just wild is how fast this all happened. I mean, just a couple of years ago, the Pentagon was deeply, deeply skeptical about using these big AI models anywhere near classified data. Then, bam, mid-2025, Anthropic's Claude gets the green light. And now, in 2026, is not just an option, it's a direct order. Go all in on an AI-first strategy. The pilot era is officially over. Okay, so the cornerstone of this whole digital fortress is a concept called the Secure Enclave. The easiest way to picture this is like a super high-tech, air-gapped bank vault. The AI model, the data it works with, it's all completely cut off, both physically and digitally, from the outside world. It can't call home to its creators, it can't touch the open internet, it lives and breathes entirely inside this sealed, protected bubble. And this is exactly why it's so critical. You can't just hook up a regular AI to something like CIPRANet. That's the military's secret-level network. Because on a system like that, every single thing you type, every query, every prompt, is itself considered classified information. So the risk of that prompt data zipping back to some commercial servers somewhere has to be zero, absolutely zero. It just can't happen.
All right, so you've built your fortress, the walls are high. But what happens if the biggest threat isn't trying to break in from the outside? What if it was secretly hidden inside the AI model before you even installed it? This is where the problem gets really sneaky. Security experts are losing sleep over this idea of AI sleeper agents. Just imagine, you have an AI model that aces every single one of your tests. It seems totally safe, totally reliable. But buried deep inside its code is a secret trigger. It could be a specific word, a phrase, a piece of code. And when it sees that trigger, its real mission activates. And suddenly it starts leaking data or sabotaging your systems. Chilling stuff. So how do you fight something like that? Well, the solution is, frankly, brilliant. It's called purple teaming. And it's basically having AIs fight each other to get stronger. You have one AI, the red team, whose only job, 24/7, is to attack your main AI. It's constantly looking for those hidden triggers. At the same time, you have another AI, the blue team, that watches these attacks happen in real time and instantly patches the holes as the red team finds them. It's like a never-ending automated stress test. Okay, so we've locked the AI down and we're constantly trying to break it to make it stronger. The next step is to actually use it for its real purpose. Preparing for conflicts that don't even exist yet, by running war games with virtual spies on virtual battlefields. Listen to how a top defense official put it earlier this year. The whole point isn't just to react to what's happening now. It's to use AI to generate these massive simulations, to actually train for a war that, right now, only exists inside a computer. And the tool they're building to do this is called Ender's Foundry. And this thing is a total game changer. It uses AI to essentially dream up entire complex computer networks from scratch. We're talking fake data, fake users, and, this is the key part, fake enemy cyber attacks. Also, our AIs can train in a realistic but perfectly safe environment. And that right there, that is the strategic advantage.
Ender's Foundry gives the Pentagon a virtual playground to test out any crazy what-if cyber attack scenario they can think of. They can build defenses and counter strategies at the speed of an algorithm, instead of having to wait for a real-world attack to learn a lesson the hard way. So, what does any of this have to do with you? Well, these exact same principles, developed with a multi-billion-dollar price tag, are quickly becoming the new gold standard for corporate security. This is your military-grade playbook. One of the cleverest techniques is something called knowledge distillation. Here's how it works. You start with a giant, super powerful teacher AI running in that secure cloud. But instead of deploying that huge, risky model out in the field, you have it create a simplified lesson plan. Then, a much smaller, leaner student AI learns just that one specific lesson. That little student is what gets deployed. So you get all the power of the giant brain, but with way, way less risk. And make no mistake, this stuff is coming to the private sector, and it's coming fast. The experts are already predicting that by 2027, the same secure enclave model that's being built for top-secret networks today is going to be the new normal for protecting critical data in banking and healthcare, you name it. So when you boil it all down, what are the takeaways for your business? It's really 4 key principles. First, isolate. Build those secure enclaves. Wall off your proprietary AI models. Second, test. Use automated purple teaming. Let your AIs constantly audit each other. Third, shrink. Use that knowledge distillation trick to deploy smaller, specialized models. It dramatically reduces your risk. And finally, number 4, verify. Build your prompts so the AI has to tell you how confident it is in its own answer. This helps fight automation bias, which is where we humans start to blindly trust whatever the machine tells us. So, there you have it. The Pentagon is spending billions to build its AI playbook because it knows exactly what's at stake. The only real question left for everyone else is, can you honestly afford for your data to be any less secure than theirs?